Hey there, welcome to our new coach getting started call. My name's Abby and I'm here with Becky and we're gonna dive right in. I know you're walking through the checklist and it's a quick, easy 10 steps. And this is a breakout video where we kind of wanna dive into this business and what it means to get started as a coach in our main business activities. So as you get started, I want you to remember this is a business. This is something where you can get started, earn extra income, and really change your life physically, mentally, and financially, while also showing up as your true self. And I think that's the most important message here. Like, you get to be you in this business. So we're going to dive in, and I want you to think about why you started. Why did you say yes to this? Did you already love the products and programs and you were just like, oh my gosh, it changed my life, I need to dig in? Were you looking for extra income and you wanted something that can bring in that extra income with flexibility to your schedule? Maybe you love health and fitness and you love helping people. Whatever it is, why are you showing up? What is that kind of troubling, like, struggle point you have where you're like, I need to do this, I chose to do this, and what gets you pumped up to show up every day? Because a huge part of our job is consistency. It's doing those small behaviors every single day. It's nothing crazy. It's not that some people have more superpowers or we're better than you. It's literally the consistency and showing up every day. And we're going to go through the vital behaviors that we have as coaches. But one of the main things that I love about this business, and I want you to remember this as you think through your why, is we get to show up for ourselves in this business. A part of our job is to be proof the product works. And that means showing up for your workouts, drinking your products, doing a nutrition plan, and sharing this with other people so they can see, wow, she looks great. She looks so happy. She's glowing. And they can say, hey, what are you doing? Because you're filling your cup and I want to know how you're doing this. And not a lot of businesses or jobs, so to say, give you the opportunity to dig into yourself first and fill your cup first, so then you can show up for everyone around you and really build your business to its fullest potential. And with that, another vital behavior is personal development. So we really encourage digging into personal development. That could be books or podcasts, but really working on that mindset aspect of it, which I think is a huge part of showing up in this business in a way that you're going to be attracting people similar to you and really just loving it. So I'm going to pass it to Becky. She's going to dive into the rest of our behaviors and the coach office.
Absolutely. Thank you, Abby. And it is raining here, so if something happens to my video, please let me know. But I am just going to go right in to share my screen, and we will dive in to the vital behaviors and the coach office and different tools that they give you to be successful. So I hope you can see my screen, but here on the right-hand side is exactly what Abby was just talking about. There are vital behaviors that the top coaches in Beachbody have used to become successful. Again, like Abby said, no superpowers, just doing these basic tasks, staying consistent at it, and showing up. So being proof the product works, connecting and inviting, and it has these times that are suggested times of how much time you should be spending on each of these tasks. So not a big portion of your day, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, make it what you can. Even if it's 5 minutes, start anywhere. Getting people the results. So just inviting people to your challenge groups and being proof the product works again and sharing it with them, and then doing that personal development. There are training videos in here that you can watch. You can see I still work through them as part of my personal and professional development myself. And that's just the start of it. There are so many training videos in here, some that are hidden so deep. So truly connect with your coach. There are endless tools that you can use to be successful in this business just through this resource, which is why that coach monthly fee is so important, because they give you all the tools. You don't need to be the expert. Everything is here, and then with our team and our chat groups that you should also already be connected in and engaging in. But up here, a few other tools I just want to touch on. We can make additional videos and go into them deeper. You can talk to your coach one-on-one about them. But the share a cart tool, your coach probably used this when you were getting started, whether that was recently or a long time ago. But this is where you can create packages specifically designed for the customer that you are talking to. It will send them right to their cart so they don't have to get lost in all of the things that Beachbody has to offer. They just get what they want, and it will be directly associated with you, and then you will get the income and compensation for that. Coach links and product info. Again, this is where you can put in your coach ID, send people links directly to the product that they're interested in, videos. There are actually quizzes in here, which are super cool. So quizzes to find people the perfect solution, quizzes for nutrition plans. So there are so many resources to help you be successful in this business. And we're going to go back to my coach office because that didn't work. But within here, you can find so many different resources. The final one that I'm going to talk about, because I do think it's important, is these forms and documents. There are so many forms and documents for people switching coaches if they already have Beachbody on Demand but aren't attached to a coach. That's a really easy way to get somebody into one of our challenge groups, is saying, hey, do you have a coach that you're interested in? Because now I'm a coach and I would love for you to join my amazing accountability group. Switch me over. It doesn't do anything to them and their enrollment in Beachbody on Demand. You just get the compensation for that and also can invite them to our community. So that's in here. If you have someone who wants to be a coach and they have military affiliation, they were honorably discharged or currently active duty, they can join our coaching team and get their coaching business fee waived, and that form's in here, along with so many others I can't even begin to get into. But all of that to say, this coach office has so many tools and resources for you to be successful. I cannot emphasize enough. You don't need to be the expert. You just need to be open and willing to share and learn and ask questions and use the search bar, because you'll never know what comes up. Another resource is the Facebook page, the 411 group. They post a lot of the FAQs, so you can search them in your coach office. So they might talk about some new product or program, and you can search the FAQ, and Abby and I, or your coach, can help you find any FAQs for specific questions you may have. Abby?
Thank you. Yes, so dig in and know that as you're searching, please just reach out with more questions. We don't want to overwhelm you. We just want you to be familiar to know how to get the tools you need. And that tracker that Becky showed is a huge part of what you can do every single day in your business, because people are always like, I'm a coach now, what do I do? Go to that tracker. And we have tips and tricks and things of how to invite, how to make new connections and do all those things if you're like stuck. But the main thing is starting with helping 3 people and just talking about it, posting about it, sharing about it, like all the things, and just saying, hey, do you want to do this with me? That's an invite. Crazy, huh? So we do have a monthly structure where the first half of the month, and until you reach your goals, you can 100% invite to our accountability groups. We have an ongoing accountability group in BOD, the Beachbody On Demand app, in addition to an ongoing Facebook group. So make sure that you're in both and you can invite people to both. And yes, when a new month kicks off, we change the banner, we go live, and it's a new theme. So we always emphasize the fact that, hey, I have an October accountability group coming up, and we invite to that with a new image. And that doesn't mean they must sign up by October 1st or October 15th. It just means, hey, this is something you can invite to. And if you don't have something to invite to, it's hard to invite, which is our job. So make sure you, one, are in the groups, and two, know you can always invite to them. And I like to say, I try to hit my goals of Success Club, which we can go into more depth in another one-on-one conversation, but I try to hit my goals by the first half of the month. So the second half of the month, I can talk about the coaching opportunity, because we have two aspects of this business. One is the accountability group where people sign up, you get commission and all that good stuff. Two is rank advancing, having coaches sign up under you. And we always have a coach opportunity event, which can be a mentorship event, where we talk about coaching and how people can get started. And that is normally the third week of the month. And we talk about it. Don't stress about it. It's a group activity. But the second half of that month, when we're inviting to that mentorship event, we want to be talking about the coaching opportunity on our social media and posts and sharing about it. So if all things go as planned, the month structure is invite to the accountability group, invite to the business opportunity. And yes, they might intertwine and jumble. And of course, people can sign up till the end of the month for the accountability group. But that structure and understanding, like, I'm going to push for my goals in the first 15 days really has helped me with my platform on social media and my marketing strategy. So then I can feel like I am more successful in my business by inviting to both aspects. And of course, I talk about coaching every day, but you always want to have that kind of structure as well. All right, I'm going to pass it back to Becky, and she's going to dive into more of the social media stuff.
Absolutely. So with social media, I think that's probably the scariest part for a lot of people when they start this business, is that they don't have a lot of people on social media following them. They don't know who to reach out to or what to post. If you're here, you're already doing it. So have confidence in that. Now it's just building and expanding. And in our team calls, which are every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we usually talk about different techniques every week that help us grow our businesses and social media. The first thing you should be identifying is your niche or your ideal customer. In the Team Phoenix Facebook page, there is a color wheel that, again, your coach can go into one-on-one. We can talk about, but through that, you can start to dive in and dig in and figure out who is your ideal customer, and then from there, expand. In the daily activity tracker, we keep going back to this every day because it has all the tools you need, but in there, it talks about how many people you should be inviting a day. Just start following people with common interests as you. Start engaging with them. It doesn't have to be scary. Post the real you. So people don't want to see, and I will quote Abby, a fitness robot. So don't worry about just focusing on your fitness and nutrition and posting those things, but post different aspects of you. They talk about different corners of your life. So I know I post about Disney and being a bonus parent and my family and just my crazy life. They want to see that. So don't neglect or think that your life is boring. Just start reaching out and engaging. And that is how you build this business. It is slow. It does take time and consistency. I promise you, it will turn into something. And the main thing is just start having conversations, and it's about making real connections. So we're not making sales. We are sharing what works and giving people a solution. And that dives into what we were talking about the total solution package, which is what we really share. And I will just share a quick story about me, try not to get into a tangent. But I started with Beachbody On Demand. I loved the workouts, loved the fitness, and I just did that. Then I realized I needed more nutrition, so I added in the shakes. Then finally, I was like, I'm plateauing, I'm not reaching my goals. I really need the nutrition. That's when everything skyrocketed on my own personal journey. So, to get Success Club and what Abby talked to before, it's something that the business really it gives you rewards for doing your job and helping 3 people. To get Success Club, the easiest way is to share total solution packages. And it's because the company knows that that's the best way to get people the results they need within a certain time frame. So it's not something that should feel yucky of, oh, I'm sharing this and they just said they wanted the fitness or just wanted the nutrition. No, think of people like me who look back and say, man, I just should have started at the beginning. I wouldn't have wasted 2 years of working out, busting my butt, and asking myself why I didn't get there. So now when I share the total solution package, I share because I know it works. Again, be the proof the product works, talk about it on your social media, and people will want to connect and join you.
Thank you. Yes, and that is so key. Like even the mindset aspect, a lot of people offer diets, quick fixes, workouts, but not all of it together. So what we have is so magical. And with that, we can, like I said, we can dive more into what is a total solution pack? What is Success Club? How do you hit Emerald? There are videos in this checklist that you can watch, but I know you're going to have questions. So it says, once you're done the checklist, let's set up a one-on-one call and we'll go through those questions with you. We don't want to overwhelm you right now, but it really is just starting to talk about it, starting to share. And you never know who's going to come out of the woodwork of like, wow, I never thought this person would want this. So don't kind of say, oh, they're not really into fitness or they're not really into this. Like, invite with your heart and know that you're helping people and you have this solution. And I think that's where our energy comes and our momentum comes and where we start changing lives. So one thing we do offer, and we 100% hope you want to do this, is goal setting. This is a business. So maybe you have monthly goals, quarterly goals, yearly goals. That could be a number of income you want to make. That can be a rank. That could be maybe something personal to you, like you want to complete a whole program or be better with the nutrition part and understand the nutrition program. So I challenge you, as you go through this checklist, you watch these videos, jot things down, jot down questions, jot down maybe something where you're like, oh, that sounds really cool. I need to look into that more. And then come to us and we're going to do a one-on-one call and we're going to talk through all the things. And we want to make goals with you. We want you to be successful in this business. And it all starts with 1, you digging in and wanting to do it, and 2, making it fit into your life. All of our lives are crazy and different, and 100% still, it's still possible. We still make it work. And I want you to know that it's not something where you're like, oh my gosh, I must work every single waking minute that I'm not working my other job or I'm not doing this. It's fitting in pockets of time. So really brainstorm that. What do your office hours look like? What is your working time? And let us make goals that fit into that with you when we talk. And I think that's a huge thing because we don't want this to be like a stressful taking over your life thing. We want it to be something that empowers you and makes your life better and fits into your life. That's what we have the fitness and nutrition programs for. So why not this business aspect as well? So that is all I have to say. Becky, do you have anything to add or wrap up with?
I think that is it. Just emphasizing that we want to make this work for you. This business is going to look different for everybody. And ultimately, this is your business. So your upline coach is not your boss. You are your own boss. Make it work for you. And it is scary. It's exciting. We are here to support you 100% of the way. You are not alone. Reach out. And if you are at the end of this call, reach out to your coach, tell them you watched the call, set goals for yourself, and let's achieve them together.
Awesome. Thank you, and can't wait to talk to you soon.
Okay.